Tarumbeta italia katika anga
like this. That is how the trumpet will sound.
Iko Nini. So kuna history nilicheki. I don't know kama ilikuwa ni Monday, Tuesday ama I think ilikuwa ni maybe Tuesday. And story ilikuwa kutoka kwa huu boy anaitwa Professor Hamo. And Professor Hamo alikuwa anabonga juu ya how a few things that you do in your life zinabaki zimekam kama curses. And one of the things alikuwa anabonga juu yake ni like cheating on your wife. Alafu of course story yake na udem anaitwa Jemutai, I think inakuwa ni public knowledge. So in the process ule dem aliamua kumreply, but wacha to go back in time tubaki tumecheki.
Nimeona varied reactions. Guys, wacha niwaambie, when I said that the shortest way to poverty is when you cheat on your wife or your husband, ni ukweli. You know, it is so hidden. You think biashara yako ilianguka juu uchumi. Si uchumi. Si uchumi. Yes. When you mess up, the grace of God leaves you. Na kutoka hapo, it's downhill. Mimi, si ndio maana niliwaambia, don't argue with me. I know. Mimi, I went through it. I went through it. There are many times I would want to do some great things for kids. Na sasa hiyo mambo imenikalia mbaya sana. It's because I cheated. Yes. And I'm not afraid to say so. Because acha niwaambie, if I don't speak out, kuna wase wengine wanaingia sasa iko ngori. And when I say things like this, I'm not saying them ati sasa ndio nipate clicks. I don't care about clicks. I don't.
Okay, so umesikia akisema it's about life and death. And is cheating about life and death? Yes, it's about life and death, especially ukipata dem yuko na ugonjwa wa zinaa. Makawe ni dem ukipata boy yuko na ugonjwa wa zinaa. But do I think history yote like the grace of God, you know what I feel about that. It doesn't mean that niko out here encouraging people to cheat. No, but cheating, you also have to look at it from the nature point of view. And the nature is trying to make the species thrive. So according to nature, tunafaa, at least one of the things that nature agrees with the Bible is we are supposed to fill earth. Najua, survival of the fittest. Wale wata survive, wale wataenda waende. So there's that side. But at least mimi naichukua from that point. But udem, like the ex-wife, ama the ex-girlfriend was like, Iko Nini, this is some bullshit. Wacha tumsikie.
Dear Hamo and Cargo, stop playing a victim. The reason we went viral is because of the children. Kaylee and Jeremy. Ijai kuwa about sisi ama about sijui nini. Either tulipanga ama tukupanga au tutawako hapa kwa hii dunia. Wanatutegemea sisi. Sasa hebu imagine as a dad you're jumping from one podcast to the other ukidiscuss sijui nini Hamo. Interview ikulipi, unaenda kupea watu content, they make money, you go home empty handed. Ni fame gani unatafuta yenye hauna? Ni fame gani hiyo unatafuta ukiamka asubuhi unachukua simu yako hivi una record kitu just for likes and comments and then you continue damaging your brand? Alafu unakuja hapo unasema if you lose your money sijui nini. Bro, God is a very gracious God. Hakuna venye God atakupunish for 5 years. There must be something wrong you did basi. Sio sisi tu.
Okay, God is a very gracious God. Hakuna vile hafu sisi watu wa podcast mingi hapo ndani kwa nini jo? Watu wa share stories. I think that's another thing. Let people share stories. Najua it's just a good thing to do. Let people share stories and experiences. But I think wote like udem bado iko na machungu, because in such a situation of course where a dude na dem wakiachana, madem ujua like wanakuwaga na zile za you think you'll find someone better than me. So I think he was doing well. I think he was doing well. I don't know what's happening with him right now, but is he looking for fame? No, I think Hamo is known enough by enough people. Does she have a problem? I've not seen what he talks about kwa hizo podcasts. Of course we normally ask history ya divorce. Kuna wase ushinda kwa nini mnaulizaga hiyo story? It's personal. Why? Because personal stories, that's what, like the human experience, one of the things that we love about it is when it shows us that we are not alone. And I think this is the reason why even people love sad music. Why? Because when you're listening to that sad music, it makes you happy because you know you're not the only one who's dealing with maybe loneliness, or you're dealing with what. So that's the reason why we ask those personal stories. Unacheki, alafu so kuna kuanga na hiyo story, ufai kuuliza hii, unafaa kuuliza. Alafu kwa watu kama sisi, especially who are Kenyan creators ama Kenyan podcasters, what we are learning from the best. And the best ni the Americans, najua. They're the ones who started this whole podcast thing. Through le Buddha, kunaitwa nani Buddha? Steve Jobs, najua. So after Steve Jobs, I bring up the iPod. Alafu waseme that one day watu watakuwa kibroadcast wenyewe. That's how podcast started. And if they ask such questions, who are we not to ask the same sort of questions? Yes. So of course mtu akifeel entitled like, yeah, for me to show up lazima nikuwe paid, that's also within their right. Unajua watu wana feel like they need to share and they can share their story for free, that's also another thing. So it becomes just that. But udem aliamua like she had to address this whole thing vizuri.
The last one, this one I'm going to advise Hamo and Kago as your small sister because you're 8 years older than me. Number one, Hamo, the reason you're not making money is not because you cheated with Jemutai. Hata unajua from the deepest part of your soul, I didn't eat your money. I'm going to tell you why you're not making money. It's because you're still stuck on fame ya Churchill Show. Churchill Show ilisha 2020. How many stand-up comedy umeka since 2020? You're a very good stand-up comedian and a musician. Imagine ukifuse hiyo yote, utuwekea tu musical stand-up comedy KICC. Hatutakuja. Mimi kwanza nita market for free because you're so talented. Number 2, tulitoka analog tuko digital. How many times in a week do you post content za comedy? Uamke tu uamule utuchekesha kabisa ile leo acha nifanye content. Are you consistent? A brand seeing you as an influencer. Dunia imechange ndugu yangu, dunia imechange.
Of course, dunia imechange. Umse nilisikia the story. Na nilituambia story ya Hamo kuwa musician. We had someone here who told us that Hamo is such a great musician. Damn, memory yangu ga messed up sana. So nimesikia udem amesema. Alafu pia ndio na find out yeye ndiye alicheat. Damn, okay, me I didn't know. Najua hizi stories za tabloids juu. Me I thought Jemutai was the wife. Kumbe she was the one the dude was cheating on. Okay, so I think Nairobi Gossip Club walikuwa meka hiyo Jemutai fires back at Professor Hamo after he claimed his problems began when he cheated on his wife with her. Oh, okay, I understand. Yeah, he said that she had that demon pussy. And she was like, hell to the no. Because najua, like when bad things are happening, it's because these are demons. India, demons are real. Okay. Kuna vitu ni bamaga na sisi kama humans. Like tunaweza kaa tu chini to decide kuna vitu kaa demons. Alafu tuko tu sawa tu. Wanyama wengine wote, hakuna hata mnyama moja. Ushaona kama mnyama iko pale kwa I'm seeing a demon. Like every other thing, sisi na animals tuna experience the same. So of course we bleed, we breed, tunadishi, tunajindesho, tuna nini. But somehow kuna these other forces zile tu ni sisi peke yetu tunaweza experience. Unajua like ukichukua stima ushikanisha lion, bado itakuwa shocked whether inajua ama haijui, bado itakuwa shocked. But still kuzina nikumbusha the analogy of a dragon. Kuna hiyo story I think inasemekana ni Buddha anaitwa Carl Sagan alipatiana. So Carl Sagan alikuwa anasema that there is a dragon in his garage. Alafu aka-invite mtu. Kaambia ni aje? There's a dragon in my garage. Omsa kaambia but I can't see the dragon. Kaambia no, but the dragon is there. Yes. Alafu ule msemina akachukua unga kama waga kwa floor. Akatafuta footprints za dragon. Sema kwa nini sioni footprints za hii dragon? Alafu akaambia zi. Hii dragon iko juu. But ina float in the air. Akasema sawa. Through the scientific method, wacha nitumie kitu ya kudetect heat. Because kwa dragon waga mpaka na moto. Akaambia zi. Hii dragon is special. It's there. Na iko na hiyo moto. Lakini huwezi ona. Lazima ubelieve. So baadaye anauliza like, what's the difference between that dragon being there and that dragon not being there? And tafakari ya babu. Talking of ya babu, kuna ile vita inaendelea. Ile vita inaendelea huko masai za Uarabuni. Of course one of the things ile affect ni travel. So jana KQ alibaki wameannounce, KQ announces repatriation flights to and from Dubai. Then ikakuwa ni Kenya Airways will operate repatriation flights from Nairobi to Dubai on March 4th, 2026 and from Dubai to Nairobi on March 5th, 2026 following slots approval by Dubai Airport Management. Nikakuwa ni in a customer update issued on March 4th, 2026, the move follows the guidance of the United Arab Emirates authorities on the resumption of limited operations at Dubai Airport on March 2nd, with a small number of flights permitted to operate from Dubai International Airport. The operation is, however, strictly for repatriation purposes. So wezi kuwa unaenda huko, kama unarudi huko sawa, na kama unarudi Nairobi sawa. Hii of course yote ni sponsored by fala fulani inaitwa nani ifala inaitwa Donald Trump. Najua hiyo ndio imesponsor the whole story. Kibonga juu fala lazima nibonge juu fala ingine inaitangwa ni Hegseth. So ila inaitwa Hegseth imejam sana na American media. Kwa sababu American media kuna vile highboard the bus, and the bus is hii war ilikuwa necessary. Alafu kwanza hata hizi raya zimekata hizi war. Hii buda hii ni war. Si war. So hii raya iliamua kuattack media.
This is what the fake news misses. We've taken control of Iran's airspace and waterways without boots on the ground. We control their fate. But when a few drones get through or tragic things happen, it's front page news. I get it. The press only wants to make the president look bad, but try for once to report the reality. The terms of this war will be set by us at every step.
So, kulikuwa na whole other feature on hizi raya zikisema si war. Najua it's not a war, it's not a war, it's not a war. But saa zingine zina make mistakes ndasema ni war. Nacheki. And hii war of course zimekuwa accused of not going to the war courtesy of themselves. Wana go to the war courtesy of ile inchi. And ile inchi pia unajua inaendelea kufanya vitu kwa zinataka Iran ibaki imekuwa accused of kufanya hizi vitu. So kulikuwa na very interesting post from the Ministry of Defense ya the UK. So Ministry of the Defense ya UK ilibaki imeandika update on UK operations in the Middle East 4th of March 2026. Then ikaendelea overnight RAF Typhoon and F-35B jets continued defensive air operations across the Middle East, blah blah blah. Then ikaendelea the Ministry of Defense can confirm that a Shahid-like drone which targeted RAF Akrotiri at midnight on 2nd March was not launched from Iran. So kitu ina happen ni zile raya za ile nchi ingine zinaamua kutak mpaka attack ma allies ndio zi accuse Iran ya kufanya hizo vitu. So kuna zile zipatikana zikitry kubomb Qatar, zingine zikapatikana zikitry kubomb Saudi Arabia. Alafu sasa tunacheki pia zile release drone iende ianguke like kwa nini ya Cyprus. And it's so interesting man, like then baadaye uko una chill tu kejani hivi nacheki some random African impost video ikisema vile your country iko special na iko protected by the blood of Jesus Christus. Like okay I won't argue. And yeah, talking of greed, because wacha to come back to Kenya. Kuna ira moja inaitwa nani, Sakaja. So Sakaja ilikuwa ni on Monday alikuwa threatened na impeachment, and after kuwa threatened na impeachment, nakumbuka when I was analyzing the story, ama ilikuwa on Tuesday I think. Yes, when I was analyzing the story, one of the things that I said is I was not sure if he was being accused of hizi vitu ama the impeachment was because they wanted money ama the impeachment was because they actually felt that he done something wrong. And then what happened? Then another thing that I said is I believe that he has enough money to pay off all of them. Kusahau hiyo county assembly kuna like 85 million people. Yani 85 whatever MCAs. And iraya from what nasikiaga inaweza tumia 85 million kupanguza haga yake. Anaweza chukua tu 85 million. Kwa hiyo haga ni special. Nashinda kwa nini anaweza tumia hiyo do kupanguza haga, cause he's rich. He's rich like that. So what happened? Vile nilisema hizi raya zikilambishwa kwa kitu zitaruka hiyo story ya impeachment. Wacha tuzisikize.
Sisi tumekuwa na parliamentary group meeting yetu kuanzia asubuhi saa 4:30. Tumesema kwa kauli moja kama wanachama wa Azimio, tukisaidiwa na ndugu zetu wa kutoka UDA wako hapa, wale wako broad based. Tumesema kwa sasa rais wetu pamoja na governor wameingia cooperation agreement ya kusaidia capital city ya Nairobi, ndani ya county ya Nairobi, bilioni 80 ya kusaidia maendeleo.
Bilioni 80. Bilioni 80. Bilioni 80. Okay. Yeah, Kiswahili ni mgumu. Okay.
Hatuwezi haribu tena na makelele. Tunaomba kwamba tupewe nafasi, gavana apewe nafasi na rais nafasi, tuone hii maendeleo ya bilioni 80 inafanana aje. Inawezekanaje tunapitisha
alizi stahingine ni 80.
Kitu ya rais pamoja na gavana ya kusaidia wanajiji ya Nairobi. Alafu kuna kikundi kingine nasema inataka kutoa huyo gavana. Kuna Kiswahili si kawaida. We will not allow the project of the governor and the president and the people of Kenya to be derailed.
To be derailed. Of course hapa pesa ilitembea. Ira yana sikia inakuwa na do ridiculous jo. Nini, najua mwaka ni mpya lakini injili ni ile ile LemFi. So kama uko US, uko UK, uko Canada ama uko the UAE na unataka kutuma do Kenya, baki umechangamka, ingia LemFi, utabaki umepata the most competitive rates. Lakini apart from that, on your first transaction ya $100 or more, utapata $20 sign up reward. So unangoja nini? Baki umechangamka, chap ingia LemFi. LemFi, international payments for everyone. Iko Nini. Na hii imenikumbusha nini? Anaitwa nini jo? Imenikumbusha story ya Sonko. So Sonko of course alikuwa accused na umse mwingine anaitwa nani jo? Alikuwa accused na damn this name keeps Miguna of money laundering, and this was after he posted a video where he was counting a lot of money, and so he decided to do a series of videos. So hii video iko long, but at some point audio inapotea. Yes, I think I found that to be weird. But I thought like it's my device, nika end up like kuipeleka mbele and try kuona if that would change, but that didn't change. But what I found interesting about the video is he shows the money and he shows how he won the court cases, but according to me, he does not explain how he made the money. Because yes, the money is in the bank. Why is the money in the bank? Because in Kenya, when you reach a certain level of political influence, of course you can deposit money in the bank and nothing will happen. It's going to take someone who does not like you politically, Uhuru Kenyatta, to take you to court and have your accounts frozen. And as soon as you have a more friendly person, William Ruto, you can continue with business as usual. So I remember nikiwatch E, and the only thing ilinijaz from this whole thing ilikuwa vile alikuwa anatukana Miguna.
I'll also not show the balance so that for some people not to faint. So this was 30th January. This is DTB, 30th January. To prove that this money came from the bank, 30th January, there was a debit in my account of 8 million cash withdrawal by check, and check number 73 on the alert. Here on the statement, check number 73. Yeah. Now we'll go to the next. We'll pick the next transaction, cash transaction, because I want to prove a point to Kenyans, to haters, to fans, to Miguna wherever he is. Sijui utamka saa ngapi Canada wewe?
Ninkompop. Ile ni bamba sana. Ira yeko nataka kuita Miguna Ninkopop. Because I think Miguna, I don't know Miguna shaitaga ira ya Ninkopop, and that's why he felt like he needed to use that. But I watched the video and I'm sorry to say I did not understand how he made the money. This guy talks about like 574 million, and he talks about it in such a way that it's so simple. So that's a lot of money. Najua, I think sometimes Kenya, ukiishi Kenya for a lot of time, tunakamigi tunadharau do, cause why? We lie to ourselves that one day we'll make it. Najua. So with that, tunajua, hiyo do ni kidogo, nikifanya hivi. That's why nasikiaga zile nonsense za say the easiest way to make $1 billion, anza kuuza salt. Najua hizo nonsense stories that we hear. Making $1 billion is so hard that very few people on planet Earth will ever be able to do it. Making $1 million, super hard. Like kwa tuna $1 million kutu pahali imelala. Ira ena bonga juu ya 576. Ilikuwa inasema hivi that KRA walimtumiaga bill ya taxes ya 576. Try and imagine how much money this dude has. And somehow he has this money from matatus. And people will believe that shit. That unaweza kuwa na matatus kwa streets mpaka uenda ukiwa billionaire. I don't know how una understand the concept of a billionaire. The easier explanation is taxpayers' money somehow, and if it's not taxpayers' money, then illicit activities. And boy mwingine, present governor, saizi pia nasikia ni billionaire. And hizi side hustle wasa wanafanya, I don't know, mimi anasemaga jo, and I'm putting this out there, hizi side hustle mnafanya tunawatengenezea billion. If they are legal, let me know. I'll join you. If they are legal. If it's not anything illegal, we are not stealing taxpayers' money, we are not hurting anyone, hatuuzi mihadarati. After that, I can still go to any part of the world and there is no way I've committed any crime. Sign me up. But hizi stories zenyu za kutreat a billion like this very little money, where KRA can send you a bill of 576 million and you do a whole video, and in the video you're insulting Miguna because the average Kenyan anakuwaga full of shit. Nachikiwa Kenya wako yes, keep Miguna at his place. No, you've not answered the question. Yes, you have the money. Yes, it's in the bank account. Yes, it's moving from one point to another. But what was the origin of this whole money? Niambie. Okay, sawa. This is a very plausible situation. Mimi nishaisemaga. Unatokea unasema nilinunuaga ma3 moja, nilianza na Nissan. You have to go back. Ulianza na boda. Ulikuwa the first person uko na boda. Ukaraidio boda peke yako. After you ride, ukamake do, ukanunua boda ya pili, ukapatia best yako. Mkazi ride, alafu ukanunua ma3 yako ya kwanza. Ukakuwa na hii ma3 ikanunua 2 zikanunua 4. And you come up with some bullshit story and tell us how you made $1 billion. But I remember watching that and I was like, and I don't even know kama Miguna ali react to that answer, because I didn't even feel like Miguna, because whatever Miguna was accusing Sonko of, Sonko never replied. And this is to say nothing ama nini. The only thing mimi nasema ni kutengeneza bilioni ni rahisi. Alafu yani ni ngumu. Alafu kumsikia kwanza akisema zile za watu wanatengeneza pesa hapa Kenya. I think he went as far as saying that there is a Gen Z lawyers like making 250 million. Gen Z lawyer. So akina Ahmed Nasir watarukwa, all these experienced lawyers, mtu ende ya Gen Z lawyer. And this is just putting pressure on Gen Zs for nothing. Because now kuna Gen Z atakuwa hapo like, oh shit, it's 250 million to be made in law. No. Are there people who make this money? Yes. But are there many? Is the average Kenyan going to make that money? Ama a young Gen Z lawyer? No. So nikienda kwa Miguna natry kuangalia, nimetry kusearch vitu ameandika juu ya Sonko, and the first thing ile nimepata ni kitu alikuwa amepost last year. Ilikuwa ni Jambo Pay confessed to fraudulently paying Evans Kidero 7 billion. Damn, that is 7 billion public money. But neither Kidero nor Jambo Pay owners have been charged with theft of public money. The money has not been recovered. Instead, they are pursuing Sonko for 20 million. Damn. Hapa time mwenye alikuwa anatetea Sonko jo. 7 billion. Hiyo ni pesa yetu ya Nairobi jo. Okay. But hapa nimeona sioni zile nini amekaneni, because nakumbuka alikuwa ameuliza mse like where is all this money coming from? Let me see if I can see that. Nione. And hapa nachikia alikuwa anatukana wase, use Google, stupid. So kulikuwa this was where the whole beef started from. Ilikuwa Mr. Mike Sonko should be jailed for money laundering. No one should be allowed to keep such amounts of cash outside the banking system. This is public money stolen from the Nairobi County. Am I sure it's public money? Am I sure it's been stolen from Nairobi County? No. Do I think part of it was... yes. But so maybe anaweza jitetea naseme that aliprove tu hii do si money laundering cause ilitolewa kwa banking system ikaenda ikakuwa cash. But me the question I want to know is how was the money made? Jua, cause there's these mysterious businesses that politicians do. The last time they checked Duale, he was worth 969 million if I'm not wrong. I'm sure the next time tukimcheck atakuwa worth $1 billion. Nakumbuka huu buda mwingine anaitwa nani? Huyu Kindiki alikuwa worth, was it 693? I'm sure by next time if akiwa vetted again atakuwa worth $1 billion. I just want to know how, where this money is made this easily. I just want to know. But sakosagi watu wa kutetea ase, so tetea ma politician hapo. Sema vile Kidero hiyo 7 billion alitengeneza juu ni mjanja. Alafu niambie vile Sonko ni mjanja. Sawa, mimi ni hater. Kuitwa hater iniletea shida. Tuendelee. Tukiendelea kuna history. I don't know how I forgot to talk about this story, but kulikuwa na history last week. Na history kwa ni Office of the Director of Public Prosecutions. Kwa ni press statement, DPP directs charges in Social Health Authority. Alafu kitu ilikuwa interesting na history yote ni a lot of the accused ilikuwa tu ni Waislamu, and around time ya Ramadan mpaka nashindwa zile za hatuelewi haram ni nini hicho. Ilikuwa ni investigations on fraudulent registrations, payment made to Danaba Care, then kuna Mohamed Kulo Ali and Hassan Adan Ibrahim. Then tukiruka kidogo tunaenda kwa investigations on fraudulent registrations and payments made to Kamishawa Medical Center. Uko na Kamsia Hassan Kala na Hawa Alinur Malo, that is na check it. So then tukienda kwa number 3, investigations on fraudulent registration and payments made to Kafi Nursing Home, Ibrahim Rashid na Ahmed Mohamud Adan. Then bado kuna hapa Harun Lilam, huyo ni the council employee. Also kuna raya moja inaitwa Harun Liluma, ile inawakia Kenya Medical Practitioners, ile sasa iko imetumika kwa hizi fraud zote. Then kuna investigations on fraudulent registration and payments made to Mama Nerbil Nursing Home. Kuna Naim Sheikh Ali, Abdi Hakim Sheikh Ali, Adan Abdihalik Abdullah. Then bado ile raya moja Harun Liluma. Kaira yego inatumika kwa kila kitu jo. Then investigations into registration payments made to Alati Nursing Home, Ali Edin Ibrahim. Alafu bado ule Harun Liluma yuko. Then investigations into made to Julun Nursing Home, Ismail Omar na bado Harun Liluma. Investigations fraudulent made to Adfal Kids Care Limited. Adfal ni kama ile mastori za Minnesota. Kids wameingia jo. Mohamud Sheikh Ali Ahmed Adan and Mohamed Nur Ismail Omar Kulo Ali and Hassan Adan Ibrahim, directors. Then namaliza na investigations on fraudulent registrations, claims and payments to Dim2 Nursing Home, Yusuf Siat Jele. Then bado ni raya inaitwa Harun Liluma. So hii Harun Liluma must be a very rich person. Najua he saw an opportunity to steal and he stole. And it comes back to ile Wilasoni Bamanga sana kiniuliza, where does your moral compass come from? The fact that you're not a religious person. And it's very simple. Religion does not make you a good person. Najua it's a very easy place to hide behind, but it does not make you better. Alafu ikikuaga kwa hizi stories zote pia kuna kuaga na ile the simple explanation, which is so far I think on earth inasemekana humans right now are worshipping 3,000 gods. Out of these 3,000 you've rejected 2,999 gods. Meski umereject 2,999 gods. Mimi nimereject 3,000 gods. The difference between us ni 1 peke yake. And so kuna hiyo. Alafu hii remind pia kuna ule fala mwingine pia alikuwa jail, I think ni for 30 years Fala alikuwa jail for 30 years after kukubali that ilikuwa najisiwa toi. Nacheki so such things make you realize that history at religiosity makes you a better person. It's just nonsense. Najua you are who you are, and some people can hide behind that, and some people just face every day, and we try to be good people. Najua we try to look at humans and we look at them and say, how can I make your life on earth better? Not how can I make your life after you die better. Nah. Hii life ya hapa. Because this life is guaranteed. Any other life is guaranteed only by where you are born. Kaulizaliwa hapa, una believe utadedi, upatiwe 72 virgins. Kaulizaliwa hapa, unajua utadedi, uende upatiwe maziwa na asali. Damn. If I was to go back to religion, which one would I go back to? Maziwa, asali, ama Iko Nini?